Blood fever coming at you.
Subscribe to Papa's YouTube channel.
We're out.
All right, folks. I got 50 rounds of Eley Contact here. Got them loaded up in my magazines over there. And here's just take a T1X. I haven't shot any of this contact in it for a long, long time. Got the target set up down there at 50 yards. And I'm going to get this thing going. So hold on. Let's see how this thing groups this contact. All right, we'll get some chronograph numbers on this. We got the chrono started. Let's get up here on our target where we're supposed to be. And we'll start this thing. See if this Tika actually likes this contact. I don't remember. I think it shot pretty good out of it, but this is a brand new lot. I haven't shot any of this. Let's see how it does. Let me get comfortable here. Try to make these count. Sure a lot easier to see down there with plenty of light. Good old contact. Got to have the flyers. Folks, that's the thing about cheap ammo. You're going to have flyers. You're going to have inconsistencies. And it's so hard to find the good ammo, and it's getting so expensive. That's why I'm trying so hard to find something budget-wise that we can work on to make it better. Second group. Wow. Huge flyer. Yeah, those 2 or 3 flyers ruined that group. Just absolutely ruined it. That's normal for this contact. It really is. I was going to weight sort some of this, and there's no weight sorting it. It's all over the place. I had it varied by 2 grains. Now, that ain't no better than the CCI Subsonic. It really ain't. That's sad. And it's $8 a box. I think as far as ammo for us goes, we're not having any good options unless you pay $13 or more. Maybe the SK Standard Plus is still good. I haven't tried any lately. My 1022 loves this stuff. All right. Last group. All right. Chronograph numbers, and I tell you what, I got my 1022 with me. I'm going to go ahead and do 50 rounds of it. So we got an average of 1095.8, a standard deviation of 16.1, a minimum of 1055, a maximum of 1132, and an extreme spread of 77. So that's no better than what we just got. It might be a little better than what we got. Yeah, it's a little better than what we did with the subsonic, the CCI subsonic. But let me get the 1022 out and load up 50 rounds of this in it. And we will see how it does compared to this Tikka T1X. Be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. This is my Ruger 1022. This is a custom shop competition. It's got a 19.5-inch Green Mountain barrel on it. It's heavy muzzle. If you look down here, the end of the muzzle is bigger around and heavier than the rest of it. It's got a Kidd 2-stage trigger on it. It's got a Kidd bolt and charging handle in it. I haven't shot this slot out of here, but the last slot I had, it liked it. So let's see how the 1022 does against the Tikka T1X with the Eley Contact. I think this would be a fun comparison. All right, let's get started. All right, it ain't looking shabby. It ain't looking shabby at all. This is in a Victor Titan stock. I really like this stock. The factory stock wasn't much. Let's get group number 2. Get some vertical stringing going on there. That didn't look too good. And that's the thing about these ammos. You get a lot that's really good, you buy another one, and it ain't worth a nickel. This thing stacked the last lot I had. Absolutely stacked it. Third group. All right. Not crazy bad, not crazy good. This thing likes Lapua ammo too. I'll have to bring it back out and shoot some Lapua out of it. Alright, last group. It's all looking pretty close to me. I don't know, these might be a little smaller. Alright, I can't tell if that's a shadow or a hole to the left there. Might have had a big flyer there. Alright folks, let me go pull this target. We'll measure it up. I'll give you the chronograph numbers here real quick. We had an average of 1079, a standard deviation of 22.7, a minimum of 1020, a max of 1119, almost 100 feet per second difference, a spread of 99. That's crazy. That's just, I don't see where it's worth $8 a box. All right, let me go get the target. We'll measure it up. I'm going to see which one of these rifles done the best. I think the 1022 might have. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I decided, since we got one last row down there to shoot at, SK long range match out of this 1022. I haven't shot this gun in a while. I kind of miss shooting it. So I don't remember if I've tried this lot of ammo out of this rifle yet. So I want to do that. I want to try that. So let's get started with 50 rounds of SK long range match. I guess I better did I charge it? Yeah. All right, not looking too bad. It's not shooting it like the Tika did, but it's not bad. All right, fourth group. All right, last group. The SK long range match in the Ruger custom shop competition. That's been kind of customized a little bit. All right, that didn't do too bad. We got 50 shots on the chrono. Make sure we're safe. Get the safety on. All right, the chrono numbers. We had an average velocity of 1102.7, a standard deviation of 13.7, a minimum of 1071, a max of 1126, and an extreme spread of 55, which ain't too bad, but for this ammo, you would expect it to be better. Let's go pull that target, measure up all three of these groups, see how the Tika did against this on the Eley Contact, and see how this did with the SK long range match. This is Johnny with Lead Beaver. Be right back. All right, folks, I had to re-record this portion of it. My phone flipped around on me again out there at the range. So here's what we got. The contact through the T1X, we wound up with a .429 group average out of the 5-10 round groups. Out of the 10-22, we had a .352 average. There's the numbers for the chrono, a 1095.8 average velocity on the Tika, a standard deviation of 16.1, extreme spread of 77. On the 1022, we had a 1079 average on the speed, standard deviation of 22.7, which was quite a bit higher, and an extreme spread of 99, even though it grouped better, had worse chrono numbers, so that don't always mean a lot. Then down here, get a good look at those groups. That's the SK long range match out of the 1022, a .16, a .293, a .225, a .282, and a .18 for a total average of .228. That's out of 5-10 round groups. And we had an average velocity of 1102.7, a standard deviation of 13.7, and an extreme spread of 55, which isn't bad, but by the way it grouped, you would have thought it would have been better than that. So that's what we got. The T1X versus the 1022, and a little bonus with this SK long range matching there. This lead fever, we're out.